Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? My name is Kyle, you know me as Dragonmar, and welcome to a new video. Today guys, we have an awesome silver Jett VOD review to go over, and on top of that I have a little update for you guys. My computer died that I used to record, edit, play, everything on. So while that's getting fixed, I'm on my fiance's computer. I had to purchase or re-download my editing software, everything, and I just recorded this VOD review only to realize that my audio is completely messed up. There's a bunch of crackling and popping. So if there's crackling and popping in this VOD, you know that I gave up on everything last night. But with that being said, happy to watch this. Don't know if you guys saw the crouch spray with the sheriff there to get a headshot to start that off. Ridiculous round. Going 4 stars in that round just for that one play alone. But as you guys know, we are going to review this VOD based on the 4-star system. With that being said, let's jump into it. Getting into round 2 here. All right, guys, as we get into round 2, I do want to say I have a new video series coming out, a new VOD review series. And this series is going to include some content creators you know playing the agents you know them best on. It's going to be a really fun series. I'm not going to say too much more about it, but I hope you're looking forward to it. If you guys are, and if you guys appreciate the fact that even with a broken computer, I'm still out here making videos, make sure you leave a like on this video. Like I said, recording this for the second time. Let's do it all over again. And let me tell you, there's a lot to look for in this Jett VOD. Right there, for example, that dash may have looked good, but actually you dashed too far into the open. So while it does get you a kill, with rifles, you would have absolutely died there. So very important to remember that where you're dashing matters a lot. You cannot just dash out into the open and expose yourself to multiple angles. 3 stars on the round. All right, now we're moving into the 3rd round here. Gonna have the Vandal buy. So let's talk about good Jett play. What does good Jett play look like? Well, first and foremost, it's all about taking those first engagements, right? You want your Jetts to be getting first blood. If you guys can look at the scoreboard at the end of the game, and you see a Jett without any first bloods, they did something wrong, right? They were not contributing in the way you want. Now, I'm not saying you have to have a million. No one is saying that. But the way Jetts are played is aggressively. So if you're not an aggressive player, you should absolutely in no way be playing Jett. Jett is meant to be played aggressively. All right, here comes the walkthrough smoke. And you did not check a corner. The most common spot in the game when you're pushing like that, you check your left always. Very, very poor play there. Gonna be giving you 2 stars on the round. All right, moving around 4 and gonna continue talking about what good Jett play looks like. Jett's also about creating space. Remember, Jett has one of the best kits in the game. She has movement abilities as well as smokes, which can get her out of a lot of sticky situations. This allows you to be very aggressive. And if you guys remember, in the first round, he bought a sheriff, right? And the reason you can buy sheriffs on Jett is because of your dash. If you're able to use the dash effectively, you can easily get away. Here, though, we're going to push up ramp, just not going to be able to land any shots in that brim and die. 2 stars on that round. Into round 5 we go, and we do have knives here. So knives really can change the way a game is played. A Jett who is good with their knives is one of the scariest things in the world. So let's see what the play is here. All right, going to updraft over the wall. And kind of, so you updrafted and you left yourself really exposed there to mail. I didn't love that, but you do get to play onto the enemy stage. Now the problem is here, when you land, you actually just expose yourself to the brim and vents. He misses his first burst. You walk back into his headshot. Not a very smart play there. Pretty poor positioning overall, kind of a lack of awareness. Remember, this is one thing you said to me is you're wondering, you know, working on Gamesense, working on your awareness, very poor right there. So I'm gonna give you 1 star on the round. And the team does end up losing that round, moving in around 6 here. Again, no updrafts on this purchase. You are gonna have smokes though. Brim seems to be doing this molly every round, so I would just get ready to not take that molly damage. Your chamber's out alone though, but he has created a lot of space. So this is a good opportunity for someone to go in with him, right? Remember, whenever you have a player going in, you need to support them in some way if possible. Here though, you're gonna come in as the 4th person after the chamber and the 2 other in front of you, and your smokes are super late and they really didn't have any purpose. You know, I'm not sure what those smokes were doing. If you're gonna smoke screens, great, smoke it way earlier. Smoke them when your teammates are coming down as well, right? And why did you smoke off the planter, right? What threat was he? You're just wasting abilities, right? So this is something you need to work on, is not wasting your abilities, making sure you're getting value out of them in every round, guys. Remember, if you're using abilities constantly and you're like, did this do anything? Am I helping? Am I doing something? Those are the questions you need to ask yourself. And if the answer is no, guess what? Don't use the abilities. Save them for something better. Now, obviously, be careful with how much you save them. A lot of people end up holding on to the abilities, you know, for the next game, right? We don't want to do that. Nonetheless, though, I didn't like the smokes on that round. Very weird, and, you know, letting the chamber go in on his own. I didn't love it. 2 stars. And here we are, all tied up at 3-3, moving into round 7. All right, so we're going to have the dog going first. Chamber, again, leading the way, right? Chamber playing way more aggressive than you are. He's going to work up and get the first blood. So great job by the chamber. Let's see what your play is. He's going to keep moving in. You're reloading on 21 bullets. I don't love that. Remember, the reason you don't want to reload there is because what happens if someone else comes up here into heaven, right? And you're reloading and they take an angle you don't expect, then you're dead. You have 21 bullets. Okay, 2 smokes from the enemy jet. Oh no. The dash into nothing, just exposing yourself to every angle possible. Absolutely no need for that. Just a complete waste of your life in that situation. 1 star in the round. Get me out of here. That was a great example of over-aggression, right? Remember when I said a good Jett is aggressive, plays aggressive? That is the extreme. That is too much. And not just is it too much, it's a little stupid. But this also is a little stupid. Yes, I have watched this VOD before. I don't understand why you're running through mid there. I didn't understand last time, and I don't understand this time. Why? Why? Why are you running through mid with a knife out? What happens about the people that are on B that are rotating, right? Even if you're all going A, fine, whatever. What about their guys on B? People are there. Bad play, 1 star. Round number 9 coming up here. Okay, chamber just gonna eat that. What am I watching right now? I know this is silver. Why did your chamber just eat that? Okay, so mid is walled. Guys, what do we do when there's a wall? We break it. Why? It applies pressure to the map. It makes them respect the wall and the opening, and they have to put someone there. Just do it. Just break the wall. It's good. Trust me. Okay. Nonetheless, though, 5 here in main. Here's the ult. Someone go in. Someone go in. That's you. That was you. You go in. Your Jett. Go in. That ult is the perfect entry for you. You can dash behind pillar if you want and take fights. You can smoke deep and then dash pillar. But right there, that was your job to go in after that ult. Maybe more communication could have been good between you and your teammates. Maybe you weren't ready for it. But still, I want to see more from you in these rounds. Because now look at you. You're the last one left in a 1v3. You're going to take the first guy out with a headshot. You're going to get stunned by the breach. It's still winnable. But imagine had you gone in off of that, maybe you were able to make a difference, make some big plays, help your team. Now, I know Brimstone ended up ulting afterwards, but you would have already been in there. So there's a chance. Gonna miss the shots here. Go for the reload. And let's take a look here. Breach approaches. Your crosshair just swings left and completely whiffs there. Your crosshair placement, you way over adjusted and missed 2 stars in that round. Okay, so not the greatest last round. Obviously, that was a great example of one of the most common things you see in silver, which is a lack of communication and a lack of teamwork. And this happens so often where the team is kind of in the right spot with a few of the right ideas, but nobody is on the same page. So you all stand there, you all die for nothing. All right, let's see the next round here, though. Sky going in, getting the flash. Okay, Viper going to Molly deep. And you're dashing in. I don't hate the dash in there, but you do end up taking some damage on the way in, and it's just too much. End up just dying to the breach there. Whatever on that round. I like that you're trying to create space. You're trying to get something started. That's what I like to see, but kind of poor execution. 2 stars in that round. Okay, moving into round 11, looking back towards mid now. You have full utility and a Vandal buy here, but you are on 25 shield, so not super good, but we'll see what happens. Looks like you're going to be moving over towards A here. You have a chamber going down at B. Now, this is important. You are the duelist. You're the sole duelist on this team. It is your job to be with your team and helping them push in, right? You have your Viper up front. You have your Sky opening on ramp. You know, you are dashing into walls. Go help the team do what you're supposed to do. Be the first one in. Use those smokes to block off crucial angles and then make plays off of it, right? You can't be so late to this stuff. You have to be aware of where your teammates are so you are able to support them. Nonetheless, it is a 2v3. A chance here to make something happen. Not the best chance, but a chance nonetheless, and that's all you need sometimes. All right, there's the kill onto the brim. Actually, really good timing. A little lucky. Gonna dodge chamber shots like you're in the Matrix. And you guys are gonna win the round. 3 stars. not like very, very poor positioning, but you do end up closing out there and winning that round. So that was good. Final round of the first half here, and we have the ult. All right, good Jets. They make the most out of their ults. Let's see what you've got here for us. You got full utility, you got shield. You're looking good here. Teammates are moving in. Okay, there's the wall. You're going to peek this corner. You're going to crouch peek a corner. You're going to crouch peek a corner with a Jett ult. Those are things you should never hear in the same sentence, right? You do not crouch peek. You jump peek. You fly around that corner and make it so they are never hitting a headshot on you. What did the enemy Jett do? Hit a headshot on you. Very, very poor play. Poor positioning and just a lack of knowledge about how you're turning corners as Jett. 1 star. And jumping into the second half, that was a wild first half. I remember when I first watched that thinking, man, a lot went wrong. But trust me, there's a lot more happening and we're not even halfway done. So what have we seen so far? Too much aggression, just pretty poor positioning. But right here, we actually start off with good positioning. I like this play. I like you getting on those boxes, taking a high angle over those smokes and getting a kill. I just wish you would have taken your time on the shots a bit more. It does feel to me that you rush your shots with the Sheriff. You get 1 kill. I think you could have gotten 2 there. I'm gonna give you 3 stars on that round. All right, so like I was saying, you know, when you're buying the Sheriff, it is smart to spam in some situations. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I spam when I'm on chamber nowadays as well. Trust me, it's fun to do because it's like you get those 2 body shots and they don't have armor. I mean, they're dead, right? It's so nice to not have to aim for headshots. But right here, chamber starts fighting. You smoke and dash into a wall. Again, you're going up on these boxes. Why not just push sight with your chamber? Why not help your chamber there and kill the guys who are around the corner? That to me would have been the smarter play. And then I hate this play. I hate you crouching into headshots. Whenever you're fighting a Marshal, I think the last thing you want to do is do a crouch spray when they have a shot available. Like, it just isn't going to work. Bad play, 1 star. All right, moving into round 15 here. Now, the A attack here was interesting throughout this VOD. For some reason, you have a big tendency to play very passively up here in rafters, and you make a bunch of misplays, but we'll get to that. Starting off strong by the Breach, though, with somehow a 2K. Don't know how he did that. Not too much else going to really happen in this VOD. You're just going to try to push up here. You kind of look in corners where the brim can't be, and for some reason you go for a weird scope. Regardless, 3 stars in the round. Let's move into the next one. Okay, in this next one, the thing I think you mess up on here is this positioning. In my opinion, if you're going to play this angle, you play on top of the other boxes. You don't sit on this kind of bottom one because you're boosted into the air. So if you strafe too far left, you fall, hurting your accuracy. You can be seen by people clearing who are still unseeable from heaven, right? Which is bad. You want to make sure they're fully visible and they have to expose themselves, right? And then you kind of can get stuck. Now, you do get out smart, right? This is what we love to see from our Jets. Smoke, dash away. But this reposition here blew my mind. Why? Why would you reposition like that? First of all, you don't have a rifle. You're up against rifles. Like, what was that? That was very, very poor. 1 star in that round. All right, here we are. What round are we on? Do I even know? What is this, round 16? No, it's not. 17. A 2K from the chamber. Back-to-back. Was that back-to-back rounds? Maybe not. But no, it wasn't. But man, a lot of weird rounds going on here. You don't see that too often. A collateral. Nonetheless, though, gonna play in mid here, playing vents, kind of holding. You're in a slight wide angle. That can come back to bite you if someone walks up mid. Right there, I didn't love that. Like, look at this. So you come through mid and you're staring at the wall in male. When if someone comes sewers, they can kill you, right? Why? No one is male. Your Viper is there, right? You're safe. Oh man, there's a lot of awareness mistakes, a lot of not understanding what part of the map is available to you and not. You end up looking in the wrong spots a lot throughout this game. Brim is going to use an ult there. That to me would signify that they're going to be coming to A, and look what happens. Take your time on some shots, line up 2 headshots, and the last player also in roughly the same position, you're going to take him down as well. I like this round for you, 4 stars, and the reason I like it is because you went for headshots. Great job. Okay, so moving into the next round, I love this, right? This is the position I was talking about. As you can see, much harder to be seen. They really have to expose themselves if they want to kill you. Yes, it's not perfect, but it's way more difficult, way more scary for them. Now, I'm gonna go for the first kill here. Sometimes I like seeing patience. You go for the spray. Great news is they let you reload. They let you reload, and you're just gonna spray your way into a 5K. Listen, I have not given 5 stars in a round in a long time. You're getting 5 for that ace there. Even though it wasn't that pretty, I like the reposition, and you stuck to your guns there. You let the spray do the talking. Good round. All right, guys, moving to round 19 here. Things are tied up, so we definitely want to start seeing you hopefully contributing these rounds. Great job in the last few. Let's see what you can do here, though. Things are starting to turn around. There is the breach ult. Now, what do you do when you're going to be peeking mid with a bunch of people there? You call for a flash. You call for a flash. You call for help. You don't do that, though, right? So at the end of the day, that play was probably the right play to make. You were going for the right positioning, but you did not get the support you needed. Look at your breach there, throwing his flashes. Imagine if you had waited. Imagine. You're getting multiple kills there. So 1 star in that round. You have to be a team player. Talk to your team. Communicate. I hear you using your mic. Ask for flashes. You know, guys, that's a big problem, I think, in a lot of these VODs that I watch. A lot of the coaching I've done in Silver is that people kind of have the right idea in a lot of these situations, just very, very poor execution. So what ends up happening is they're going to be doing the right thing, but they don't go about it in the right way. So they're like, okay, I'm in the right spot, making the right play, but I didn't ask for the help I needed. It's so simple. And then in this round, again, we just see the misuse of a dash, right? Instead of dashing into pillar where you would have been safe, you dash past pillar where the brim can kill you, right? Absolutely no reason for that, right? No reason to be making that mistake. 1 star on the round. Okay, down 2 rounds now. You're gonna be playing over here with your chamber. If he does get a kill early, and you're just gonna kind of sit here in the smoke. Now that does get rezzed out, so you know, not too much going on there. Good to get that res out of the sage. It also lets you know where the sage is. But brim is used as smokes. That's good, because now they're not able to really get a push out of it. So he's gonna be down on smokes for sure. But smart of you, you realize A is wide open, right? So this is a good play. This is good game sense, good map awareness, knowing that, hey, my team is completely leaving A. Someone needs to come over here, because at the end of the day, one of the things that can shut down your team, your ability to win on defense, is getting flanked, right? You get flanked in the wrong round and it is game over. So good job coming over here. Now, not too much happening so far. I'm gonna be hanging out here in rafters. But then the mistake comes. So Viper ult here, what does this mean? It means that a ramp is available for them to take with no vision. You run back into rafters, and of course you die to the player that was ramp. You just did not know it was safe there. You have that knowledge. You have the knowledge that you do not know if someone is there or not, but you still take your knife out and run. A huge lack of awareness, thinking it's safe when it's not. Knife out, we saw that when you ran in mid, and we see that again this round. 1 star. Team is able to pick up that round, moving us to 10 to 11 here. Things are getting tight. You're gonna pick up the op for this one as well. You know, looking back at these past few rounds, some up, but a lot of down, right? And a lot of it is coming from your awareness, just not making the right plays, not making the right team plays. That is extremely important if you're going to be playing a duelist, because while your kit does allow for some very selfish and very good plays, the best duelist in the game ask for help from the support players to set them up, right? And you need to make sure you're doing that more when you are playing Jett. Not too much happening on this round. Let's move into the next one. 3 stars for this one. And for the final round, or excuse me, not the final round, but we're all tied up at 11-11. One more round until it's the final round here. Hopefully you guys are able to put this away in regulation. You have the op. Let's watch the op play. Walk out of smoke, scope in, scope out, and you are dead. So, why? What was that? Was that like a hold scope? Why are you not playing toggle scope? Is that true? What is happening there? If you're going to be playing an op, you need to be like, for example, if you're on rafters, just step out of the smoke slightly and then instantly dash in as soon as you shoot, right? That was a very, very poor play. 1 star. Okay, final round of the first half. In my first half, I mean second half. really the fourth half because I've watched this twice now. But nonetheless, let's see. Down. Can we take this to overtime? They're going to be playing up on rafters. You're going to drop. Probably wouldn't have dropped. You know, one thing I would have liked to have seen is a push ramp from you or something. You've been very passive on defense. When on attack, you were like over aggressive, but in the wrong ways, and passive in the wrong ways. It's been very weird. And it's just been like a lack. I feel like you have not been playing the role of a duelist very well in this game. You know, your teammates kind of took over the more aggressive offensive positions on attack. You're playing ultra defensive on defense, not utilizing that dash away where you can get kills in crazy spots and then dash away. Instead, you're playing back. But let's see here. We know that people could have been mid from that early kill. You're going to be late here to this rotate, which means they already have position. You should expect them up here. You're going to turn the corner, walk peek into an op. 1 star in the round. All right, going to be jumping into overtime here. 12-12 is the score line. And if memory serves correctly, we're going to be jumping forward a little bit here and into a B take. So at least you're out first here this time, right? That's what we want to see. We do want to see you out first, so that's good. Nothing spotted from the dog. 4v3 here. What do you want to do, guys? What do you do in these situations, these tense rounds? You're in overtime. You're up a player. You trade kills. Every single kill needs to be traded because you are up players. So right here, just eat that. And now, get out of the way. Personally, I would have saved that dash to go back to my hiding spot. But, you know, no headshots, 1 health, but you do get the body shots there. So a nice play. You also swing this corner to help trade out that breach if your Sky would have died. A decent round from you there. Those body shots were fine. I'll give you 3 stars in that one. Let's move into the next one so you guys put this game away. All right, hopefully the final round of the game. Can you guys take this dub here? Let's take a look. You're gonna move over here to B. So once again, everyone pretty much leaving A. You don't have a single person on A here. You guys are fully sold out to B. Very bad smoke by that Brim. I have no idea what this smoke is actually covering. Jett gonna push in. Jett is dead. Jett is dead. So look in the top right. You sprayed a little bit long there. I know it's tough, especially in these tense situations. You're going to turn the corner. You're going to dash into the enemy team, trying to give them a hug. I have no idea what you were doing there with that dash. Again, just another super weird dash. 2 stars in the round. Let's summarize this game. A lot to talk about. As always, guys, I want to take a quick moment to summarize this VOD and kind of explain what I'm thinking. So first and foremost, thanks for submitting it, but there's a lot of things you have to work on. The first thing I would think about is your map awareness. Look where you are, look where your teammates are, make sure you're not over rotating, but make sure you know where you are safe to move and where you are not. If your team does not have control, you cannot just run through mid with a knife out. You cannot just try to reposition with a knife out. You can't just, like, you're doing so many silly mistakes that are costing you your life every single time. Like, you actually got punished every time. It was crazy to watch, but very poor there. That's all Gamesense, right? And that's something you said you need to work on. So I'm glad you're aware of it, but really important to take note of these things. On top of that, way too much dashing, way too much. Probably 5 or 6 too many dashes this game. They were not working out at all, especially how you're using them. You're always using them to reposition, and they always got you killed. Why? Good Jets do not die from repositioning with dashes. The dashes are supposed to save their lives. That's how you know you're doing something wrong. And then on top of that, we have to talk about your crouching. You're crouching way too much. Your crosshair placement's okay, not great, but it's okay. But why are you crouching? You're crouching into headshots. You're crouching long range, short range, everything. You're crouch peeking corners with knives. Oh my gosh. Let's talk about your knives. You got to get kills with knives. You have to make better plays with knives. Please understand that you're not going to fly around the corner like 10s. You have to have teammates support you with flashes and things of that nature. You had a great opportunity in mid to make a huge play. You needed support. With that being said, I think you also want to just try to talk more with your team, make sure you have that support. But with that being said, the last thing that I want to talk about, there's a lot here, but the last thing is I want you to be more aggressive on attack in opening up sites and playing as a duelist, being the first one in. You were not the first one in nearly ever. Excuse me. Please, if you're going to play Jett, if you're going to play duelist, please entry sites for your team. Do not let them go in first and die. Thank you very much. All right, with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. A lot to learn from this one. It was a really good VOD review. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take it easy and peace.